how your business is performing against competitors is essential sales and marketing knowledge. But knowing how your business is performing in the general economy is essential business management knowledge. It can help you as an achiever leader improve performance, make adjustments, and see opportunity. But such information can either be expensive to obtain or simply misleading and lacking credibility. I've long been impressed with the value of the free research of the UK SME community provided by Hitachi Capital Business. And with our latest briefing now available, what better time than to visit their head of marketing, Joe Morris. Welcome, Joe.
Morning, Malcolm.
Joe, before we start delving into the results of your latest briefing, I said in my opening piece that research has to be of value and credibility. How does Hitachi Capital Business go about ensuring that that's achieved?
Well, Malcolm, for the last 6 years, Hitachi Capital Business Finance has surveyed small businesses in the UK, and we span industry sectors, business size, geographical region, and we call this our small business barometer. And the fieldwork is conducted by YouGov, and it takes a nationally representative sample of small businesses, generally between 1,000 and 1,500 small businesses each time. And as I say, we started it 6 years ago, so we've got really robust tracking data over that period. And the survey is carried out online and it's repeated quarterly. So some questions are tracked on a quarterly basis, others on a 6-monthly basis. And so that means that we're constantly surveying small business decision makers in the UK. And we're adding in tailored questions sometimes as well, just to pick up particular nuances at a particular time and place.
Excellent. Now, for those few companies who may not have heard of Hitachi Capital Business Finance, what is it that you do?
Hitachi Capital Business Finance is a division of Hitachi Capital UK PLC and ultimately reports into our parent company in Japan. We provide business asset finance for SMEs and bigger corporations in the UK, essentially to meet their business goals and grow. So we're active across a multiple number of sectors, so from agriculture to transport to manufacturing to materials handling. And we offer products such as hire purchase and lease solutions. And we offer those through manufacturers, vendors, brokers, and direct to the business community as well.
Joe, what's the headlines from your latest briefing on SME confidence for the future?
So the latest research from the business barometers found that small business leaders are really putting their businesses through something of a financial workout to get fit for growth in the months ahead. And what we've seen is there's a big difference in the number of businesses that are actively working to keep their costs down. So that's moved massively from 39% in Q1 to 61% in Q3 this year. The other really big stats are that they're looking harder at improving cash flow and they're being stricter on getting their invoices paid in time. And I think these moves are being made on the back of a huge rise in confidence that we've also seen in the survey. So owners predicting growth in the 3 months to the end of September have doubled in the last quarter. So that's gone from 14 to 27%, which is a pretty staggering number. And even more than that, 4 in 5 small businesses are putting in place specific action plans to secure growth just as the lockdowns eased, although it's clearly not easing quite as much now.
No, it is very confusing and uncertain. So tell me then, which sectors are showing the most confidence and why do you think that is?
Well, interestingly, and perhaps not unsurprisingly, it's the sectors where small businesses have had those barriers over the last quarter. So the hospitality and leisure sector, manufacturing and retail, which are now emerging as those ones that are really working hardest to bounce back. So in these businesses, the survey responses show that reviewing their costs and their financial commitments is really key. And particularly in manufacturing, investing in new equipment's right up there as well in their plans to grow the business over the next quarter. And I think that because these sectors have taken a real hit over the last 6 months, a lot of them have had to reassess their business plans and really focus on how they can develop and grow going forwards and make some important and sometimes difficult decisions about what they need to do. And that gives them the confidence that they've got that good business plan, that they have to help their business succeed.
Mm. The SMEs are, as you say, the engine room of the British economy, but they're also very fragile. And we have two other likely whammies around, such as recession and Brexit. What gives you confidence to say from your research that SME resilience has been achieved?
Well, I think it goes back to the basics of the Hitachi Capital Business Barometer research approach, really, because we've been tracking confidence and resilience over a huge number of political and economic events over the last 6 years, from Brexit from its beginning, the initial vote to the triggering of Article 50 to the withdrawal agreement. And then alongside that, you've had UK general elections, US elections, changes in party leadership. The uncertainty that the UK SMEs faced has really been quite unprecedented over the last few years. And, that's clearly shown in some of the quarter by quarter changes, but generally long term, the trends in business confidence are very stable. And so that shows to me that the UK SMEs are a resilient bunch, and it gives me confidence in the survey to show that that's coming through.
Mm. Joe, you're a mainstream lender, and I believe especially in workplace items such as IT. Do you think SMEs are looking at replacing capital items in the near future, or will they eke out the whole life of the equipment?
I think it's really business dependent. And one of the huge advantages of businesses taking the steps to put their business through this financial workout and making time to invest and plan in their business is to work out what's best for them. And I think it's not just the investment they need to consider, but also the way that they finance those investments. Because for some, investing in new IT equipment now will deliver much better and faster results. So planning that into their cash flow is really important. And this is where sometimes using a facility like asset finance means that they can budget a fixed cost per month. And then the equipment's essentially being paid for as it's delivering revenue for the business.
Yes, sensible approach. Joe, you're head of marketing at Hitachi Capital Business Finance, so you're used to studying and reacting to research. Please give my viewers 3 good ways or reasons they should view your excellent briefings so that they can implement for their growth.
I think it's really important for small businesses to learn and understand from each other. So looking at the research that's available on our website will give businesses a real insight into a community that remains right at the heart of the British economy. So we track areas like understanding what keeps other businesses awake at night. So you can get some really good knowledge and insight about what other businesses are going through, how businesses are struggling with late payment of invoices, and also which issues such as GDPR, cybercrime, or unemployment rates are impacting the UK SME at the moment. And we've also taken many of the learnings and formulated helpful tools and information to link to the research findings, such as a smart planning suite for giving information on all aspects of business planning, so that established business looking to scale and grow can put that financial workout in place and help to keep their businesses there and growing for the future.
Now, all that information, of course, is at your website, and the URL is behind me there. Joanna Morris of Hitachi Capital Business Finance, I've thoroughly enjoyed listening to you, and thank you for the research you're doing, and especially thank you from SMEs for keeping it so credible and free.
You're very welcome. Thank you, Malcolm.